It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Success after declining a Shark Tank offer. CurlMix. Woo! Who else could do something like this, by the way? Here's the problem. In the beauty industry, Kim had a problem. That was that no one was really focusing on women who had curly hair, trying to make it more curly. So her longtime sweetheart, Tim and Kim got together and did something because of a problem that revolutionized a whole hair industry, which today that company is worth millions of dollars. Here's the deal. Their journey started off with them just doing a do-it-yourself product. However, when you have a do-it-yourself product, you've got to explain to folks how to use it. And she had a problem. It was, what's the right formula to make curly hair even more curly and make it easy for those folks that have it? Okay. This was their unique approach. And everyone, as a CEO, I really want you to hear me very, very carefully. They didn't chase the money. Instead, they took their product, CurlMix, educated the consumer, built a community, was transparent about what they were doing in the hair industry, which, they turned the whole market upside down. First of all, you don't turn down a Shark Tank offer. Yes, they did. Second, they went out there and said, we're going to do it ourselves because we're already doing well. And as a CEO, we know if we just tweak the sales strategy, we know if we can get community engagement, and we know if we can take this to the market, there is a need because the problem does not exist. What's my big takeaway for you as a CEO? I have two takeaways. Number one, sales systems. And number two, the power of community engagement. So you took the sales system, which is taking the problem to the market, explaining that there is a problem, and explaining the solution. And then on top of that, understand that sales success is not just about transactions. It's about building a community after you solve a problem. People will pay today if you help them solve a problem today. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name is Shay Brown, your host. We're going to start off, as we do every single morning after we say welcome aboard, with our mantra and our core creed. And here it is. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Repeat that after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. There are three things that every CEO should look at every single day. Learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me. Learn, earn, and return. Now, on the right-hand side, we're going to repeat those three mantras. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So what is our mission? What are our objectives? Why do we get together? We're going to assess our daily sales progress. You're going to look back at yesterday. It wasn't long ago, less than 24 hours ago, and we're going to look at what was our progress. Number two, what are our roadblocks that we face today, and perhaps you had them yesterday. And then third, we're going to understand it's the 5 sales pillars that we need to remove this completely. And the 5 sales pillars are sales planning. So we need to know exactly where we're going and how we're going to get there and how we're going to overcome these obstacles. Number 2, sales cycles, which is what's the customer's journey when they're with us from the time they come in to the time they buy. Number 3, our sales positioning, which is the messaging that we use. We understand our words will make us rich. Sales drives marketing. Marketing does not drive sales. And then number 4, sales indicators. And in fact, we spent a whole segment just on sales indicators, by the way. Dashboard, we spend about 3 minutes on that every morning. And then number 5, the sales team. Now, maybe you are the sales rep. Maybe you have a sales team. It doesn't really matter, but we're talking about the 5 components of a 7-figure sales team. Okay, let's move on. If you haven't downloaded your CEO Sales Dashboard, head on over now to www.ceosaleshuddle.com and go ahead and download your sales dashboard. You're going to need it today. We will be using it today. For all the new folks, for all the folks who hear every single morning, I love going back and I love seeing all those who put hashtag I'm here or hashtag replay, or even if you send me a personal DM, I love getting that, by the way. But here's what I want you to do. We're going to check in. So we take about 30 seconds. We're at the 4 minutes and 51 second mark, and we check in. So look right below the video if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay and type hashtag I'm here if you're live right now, go ahead and do it now. Just a little activity. And then if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Now, I know we're streaming this across multiple platforms. I get that. Some of you are downloading it. I get that from the podcast. Some of you can't do it. And then others of you are maybe watching it on YouTube. But if you can, go ahead and check in. And for all the new folks that are here, let me just explain or share in 1 minute why we're here. Number one, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. That's the number one reason you're here. Number two, we only ask for 15 minutes a day. Now, here's our big why. Our big why: sales growth, accountability, and consistency. So one goal is our sales are going to continue to go up. Number two, accountability. We'll often do more for others than we do for ourselves. 15 minutes a day, 1% of your day. There's 1% of your day. There's 1,444 minutes in every day. I'm asking for roughly 14 minutes or 15 minutes, about 1% of the day. And then consistency. We know that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do we struggle with? Well, consistency. 15 minutes, that's all we ask for all the folks that are attending. What is our number one outcome? $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Now, some of you have far exceeded that. Some of you have doubled that number. And some of you, that number is a tremendous stretch. But that's why you show up every single morning for 15 minutes a day. There's no barrier other than your commitment to yourself and your commitment to your business. So this is a commitment. It's 15 minutes a day, whether you listen to it live or you're watching the replay. Now, you can head on over now to www.ceosaleshuddle.com if you haven't already, www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Download your CEO dashboard. Now, there are 5 areas that we look at every single morning. Every single morning we look at. There's leads. Go ahead, so you understand that there are leads, there are appointments, there are offers, and there are deals. And then there's repeat business. Now, at this point, this is a good time as you take out with the 7-minute and 13-second mark. We take about 3 minutes every single morning, and we review these. Now, one of the ways to do that is you can go over to Google Drive, click on your link, or maybe it's on your laptop, maybe it's on your tablet, maybe it's on your computer. Open up the CEO Sales Dashboard, so get that open right now. And then once you do, which I have it open here, you're going to go over and you're going to go to today. So I got days 1 through 7 here. You have 1 through 31. So you go to today's date, let's say once you get there. And yesterday we focused on leads. Now you're going to plug in the number of leads that came in yesterday. So you're going to plug in leads. And then there are appointments. Now every morning I spend about a minute and a half, maybe 90 seconds on one area. So I'm going to spend time today on appointments. But you go ahead and fill in how many offers came in yesterday. How many offers did you make yesterday for the credit card? How many offers did you get and ask them to sign the contract? How many offers were just for the next step? How many deals came in? What were some of the repeat clients that came in, and what type of product did they buy? But today I want to focus on appointments, because the importance of appointments is that without an appointment, nothing happens. And that's critical and important to understand in the line of business that we're in. So let's go ahead now. Let's pull it up. Let's show it to them. It's okay. Let's show it to them. Okay, there we go. So under appointments, we have a few categories. Now, there's appointment setting and there's appointment running. These are 2 different skill sets. I like to do a drill down once a week on this because, well, I'll say this. Appointment setting means you take a look at your calendar right now and how many appointments did you have set yesterday? And then how many appointments did you run yesterday? Now, you can look at today's date for you and your team. How many appointments are set on the books? And then how many appointments do you plan on running? We know that in some industries, up to 30% of appointments will cancel, reschedule, or something comes up. 30%. So if you have 10 appointments on your books right now, only about 7 you're probably going to actually run. And they might not all be appointments to buy something. You could have an appointment that's 1-to-1. So maybe you're getting on the phone with someone. Maybe you're getting on a Zoom call with someone or a StreamYard call with someone. It could be 1-to-many. Some of you do things where you speak to groups. Maybe there's a webinar that's planned for your day. That is an appointment. Maybe you're doing a broadcast. That is an appointment. And then maybe some of you have appointments for just collaborations. So you're looking to network. You're looking to partner with other folks. You're looking for an opportunity to speak on other stages. You're looking for an opportunity to get into a new community and get to understand them. It doesn't matter. And then there's referrals. Now, why are we harping so much on this? Well, if our goal is $100,000 per month, and even if you're doing this completely online, which is one to many, so you can have a webinar running, you can have a conference running, you could be speaking to a group that day, that's still an appointment. And you should put that down on your books. There is an appointment, and maybe you have a category, one to many, and some of you have subcategories. You have a live event, you have a virtual event, you have a webinar, you have a masterclass, you have a teleconference, you have a workshop. You can track that. What gets measured gets managed. Now, that doesn't mean you have to make an offer for all of them. Maybe the offer you see below that is the next step. But I want you to get really, really focused right now on the CEO Sales Dashboard, because when we created this, the CEO Sales Dashboard did not exist. And it was one of the biggest challenges that I know I faced for many, many years. And even working with my clients, trying to do something that was complex and Keep, or I love Keep, I use Keep, or Active Campaign, or even folks that were using Go High Level, or whatever, Kajabi, whatever system you're using these days. The biggest challenge was, as a CEO, how do I get just what I need that are relevant numbers that's going to help me focus on my day? Now, one of the things we say every single morning is that if you can't focus on sales, you what? You can't be in business. That is absolutely correct. Now, one of the things I like about the CEO Sales Dashboard, we're at the 11-minute mark, so I've got to move on, is when I go deep in every area one day, there are indicators on here that once you download it, you're able to go use I hit the wrong button. You're able to go use immediately yourself as well. So you can break this down to subcategories, but every single day, I want you to pull this up and look at it. Now, we're at the 11-minute and 42-second mark. One of the things we like to do is we like to have a segment called Celebrate Wins. And today, we're going to look at 3 areas. Number 1, what are you most proud of? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment? And number 3, what do you want to brag about? So we're going to look back and look at yesterday. Let's just take a look at yesterday. Just step back about yesterday, and what are you most proud of? Yesterday, I had some time to organize. Now, I don't normally talk about myself. This is not about me. This is about you. But I do think there's a time to slow down. There's a time to speed up. I didn't slow down yesterday, but I had a couple of appointments that just didn't show up. So I took the time that I had to organize my plan for the week. And I'm going to celebrate that. I didn't make any money on that, but hey, I did it. Okay, it's not about me. This is all about you. What type of roadblocks do you need to overcome? What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? And then what is preventing you today from moving forward? And whatever that one thing is, maybe you have a list of things. Maybe you have to take care of a family member. Maybe your attention is on something right now. Maybe you're having a hard time focusing. Maybe you aren't feeling your best today. But what's the one thing you can do today that if you do it, it would help move you forward? And I was working with someone recently, and they said, you know what, Shay, the one thing I can do is have about 30 minutes of focus. Then I'm going to go back and lay down. They weren't feeling that good, and I had an incredible day. We all have those days. I get it. It's not a new idea, but it does happen. We're at the 13-minute and 18-minute mark. Oh, wow, we're doing really good this morning. This is great. So now we're going to do a quick check-in on my favorite part, which is every day a CEO needs to look at their business and say 3 things. Learn, earn, and return. I have to learn something new. Repeat after me. We do this. This is important. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. And then as you go about your day today, if you haven't taken a picture of this, I want to take a picture of this, maybe have this on your phone, just for today. And set your alarm. And every 60 minutes, I just want you to see this. Like, I want to pop up like right there. Oh, they can't see me. Oh, they can, they can't. Oh, they can't. Okay. So right there on your phone, I wanted to pop up. This is not this, but it pops up. And I wanted to say, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. It's one of our core mantras. It's what I believe. Repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. All right, we're at the 14-minute and 28-second mark. We've done really, really well today. Yay, that's pretty cool. And now we're going to have the message of today, and then we're done. Sell yourself first. So there I was, and I was having a conversation, and inside this conversation, I was sharing the importance of having and making sales. And the person said they didn't see themselves in sales. Now, I thought that was kind of odd, and I shared with the person, well, let me get this right. Pastors don't see themselves in sales, but every single week they're selling faith. Teachers don't see themselves in sales, but every single day they're selling education. Parents, I'm a parent. Many of you are parents or aunts or uncles or nieces and have nephews out there. Parents every single day are selling values. So what's the big takeaway I have for you as a CEO? Sell yourself first. Every single day, you're selling yourself that it's possible. You're selling yourself that you have what it takes, and you're selling yourself that you have everything you need in order to be successful, because no one's coming to save you but you. And that's the CEO message of the day. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Make it a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow over at the CEO Sales Huddle. If you haven't, make sure you look right below the video and go to www.ceosaleshuddle.com. Have your CEO dashboard open tomorrow, because every day counts. God bless. Talk to you later. Peace.